I want to show you how this hotspot underneath Yellowstone works. It's the same thing underneath Hawaii. There's different theories on this, but this is a commonly accepted one. This is the hotspot under the Earth, which is basically a hole in which the molten core of the Earth reaches the surface. I'm going to have to get on one knee to do this. So the idea is the hot spot stays the same, and because of plate tectonics, this is the United States, the whole thing's moving this way. So Yellowstone erupted 15 to 13 million years ago. Then because of plate tectonics, the landscape slowly moves down, and a new part of the Earth comes over the hot spot that erupts again 12 to 10 million years ago. And then because of plate tectonics, the continent keeps shifting. Then it erupts again, 6 to 4, 2 million. Well, there's the 2 million. And then 0.6, which is about 640,000 years ago. And Yellowstone currently sits about just a little past that. So the hot spot stays the same in the Earth, but the plates on top are floating. Go this way. So they can go back into Nevada now and see evidence of the eruption in all these different places geologically. That's my understanding of it. I'm not a geologist, but I became interested in that when I visited Hawaii, because the Hawaiian Islands operate the same way. The hotspot comes up and volcanic eruptions create an island, and then the plate of the Earth keeps moving, and then another island gets created and another, and so forth. So the islands this way down here, the oldest islands, these are the youngest up here. It's the same mechanics underneath Hawaii that make the hotspot, that make the islands that fuel this super volcano. It's kind of cool. I'm in the visitor center and nobody's here. This is Upper Geyser Basin. This is that hike I take. Old Faithful, I go all the way through here. I usually walk this whole thing at night around here. Remember there's a sun-named hill over here I filmed last night? Then you cut through the woods, which I haven't done this year yet. You can go to Solitary Geyser. I need to do that at some point. And then you can hike through the woods up to this observation point up here. So let's see, my cabin is back over here. And then I take the mountain bike and I go up this way. And remember, we took that mountain bike ride in my one video where I was whistling for the bear all the way up through there. So I cover a lot of area, either on foot or on mountain bike. That's all of Upper Geyser Basin. And here's where we are. And the other thing I want to point out that I point out every time, this sign is incorrect. I always go out there and ask for a magic marker. We're on a super volcano. I guess they don't want to say it, but the amount of magma in this magna chamber is what classifies it as a super volcano. So I always go out there and ask the park ranger, do you have a magic marker? And they start looking around for one. They give me, what do you need it for? Well, I'm going to go in the visitor center over there and change that sign and correct it to super volcano. And then they kind of laugh. Nobody in here this morning. That's the best time to explore and learn about Yellowstone. Can I show you a book I'm too cheap to buy, but I come in here and use it like a library every day? Every time I look at a geyser, I come in here and read about it. This is the Bible. I don't know why I just don't buy the book. Because I'll buy it by the end of the trip anyway. Right here. $24.95. It'd be nice if one of you would hand me the money on PayPal for all these videos. And I'll buy the book. It's got every geyser in there. That's like the Bible of geysers. There's Old Faithful outside. He just told me, this park ranger, that something no one else knew. There's a camera here that's remote operated, and I watch it all year long. It's a live video. And sometimes in the winter he'll focus on the cabins where I'm staying now, and they're all full of snow and you can't even get back in there. He told me the lady who runs it's in Connecticut. She runs it remotely from her computer in Connecticut. That's kind of cool, huh? Let's see if my bike's here. I gotta get back to the dogs. I don't know why I just don't buy that book. I just kind of come in there and read it. Every time I see something erupt, I say, oh, I'm going to go and read it later and learn about it. It's kind of fun that way too, because if I buy it, I got to carry it. We're clear.